A poor beggar lived at a busy railway station. He had no home and very little food. Every day he sat on the platform and asked passengers for money. This was the only way he could survive. Many people walked past him without stopping. Some gave him a few coins, while others ignored him. Even when he received money, it was usually very little. Life was hard, but he had no other choice. One morning, while he was asking people for money, he noticed a tall man wearing a clean and expensive suit. The man looked rich and successful. The beggar thought, "This man must be very wealthy. Maybe he will give me more money than other people." The beggar quickly walked up to him and asked for help. The rich man looked at him and smiled. Then he asked, "You always ask people for things. Tell me, do you ever give anything to anyone?" The beggar was surprised by the question. He replied, "Sir, I am only a beggar. I spend my whole day asking others for money. I have nothing to give to anyone." The rich man nodded and said, "I am a businessman. In business, we believe in give and take. If you want something from others, you should also give them something. If you cannot give anything, then why should people give you something?" The beggar did not know what to say. Before he could answer, the train arrived. The businessman got on the train and left. The beggar stood there quietly. He could not forget the man's words. For the rest of the day, he kept thinking about them. For many days, he searched for an answer. He looked around the station and watched people carefully. He wanted to find something he could offer. One morning, while sitting near the railway tracks, he noticed some beautiful flowers growing beside the station. They were bright, colorful, and fresh. Suddenly an idea came into his mind. He smiled and said, "I can give flowers." The idea made him excited. He picked a few flowers and carried them with him. That day, when a passenger gave him a coin, he handed the person a flower. The passenger smiled and accepted it. The next person also received a flower. Soon, many people were smiling when they saw him. Some passengers even came back to get flowers from him. The beggar noticed something amazing. More people were giving him money than before. People liked receiving flowers. They felt happy, and they appreciated the small gift. Every morning, the beggar collected fresh flowers and shared them with people who helped him. Day after day, his earnings increased. One day, while walking through a train, he saw the same businessman again. The beggar quickly went to him. With a smile on his face, he said, "Sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me money, I will give you these flowers." The businessman smiled and gave him some money. The beggar handed him a small bunch of flowers. The businessman looked pleased. Then he said something that changed the beggar's life forever. He said, "Very good. Now you are a businessman like me." The train stopped, and the businessman got off. But his words stayed in the beggar's mind. The beggar kept repeating them to himself. "I am a businessman. Maybe I really am." He suddenly realized something important. People were not simply giving him money because they felt sorry for him. They were giving money because they liked the flowers he offered. He was creating value. He was giving something useful and beautiful. For the first time in his life, he felt proud of himself. That night, he made a big decision. He said, "I am not a beggar anymore. I am a businessman. I can build a better life." The next morning, he left the railway station. Instead of begging, he started buying and selling flowers. At first, he sold only a few flowers each day. The work was not easy. He woke up early every morning. He traveled to flower markets. He learned how to choose fresh flowers. He learned how to talk to customers. Sometimes business was slow. Sometimes he made mistakes, but he never gave up. He remembered the lesson of giving value to people. Slowly, more customers came. His flower business started growing. The money he earned was used to buy more flowers. Then he sold even more flowers. Month after month, his business became bigger. 6 months later, he was no longer poor. He had a successful flower shop. He wore clean clothes and looked confident. One day, he was traveling by train for business. At the railway station, he met the same businessman again. This time, the businessman almost did not recognize him. The former beggar was wearing a smart suit and looked successful. The businessman smiled and asked, "What happened? How did your life change so much?" The former beggar replied with gratitude. He said, "You changed my life. You taught me a very important lesson. You taught me that people give when we give them value first." He continued, "When you called me a businessman, I started believing in myself. I stopped thinking like a beggar. I used my money to buy more flowers and sell them. Step by step, my business grew. Today, I am a flower merchant." The businessman was happy to hear this. He shook the man's hand and congratulated him. Both men smiled. The lesson of this story is simple. If you want to receive, learn to give first. Always try to create value for others. Never think of yourself as small or weak. Believe in your abilities. Think bigger than your current situation. A small change in thinking can create a big change in life. Success often begins in the mind. When you change your thoughts, you can change your future.